Wow, patch 7.25. For a side patch that's not a major patch, it feels like there's a lot of shit to do. Let's be honest, and I haven't even scraped the surface. What I've done so far is I've tested out all 3 specs of rogues. I've been able to do the pickpocketing questline for rogues. I've been able to participate in a brawl, which is hilarious. And I'm here to talk to you mostly about the brawl. This shit is ridiculous. What would happen if you put 30 people into an arena? Who thought this was a good idea? It is a terrible idea, but that person deserves a fucking medal. Wait, is it 15 or 20 people? I'm not even sure, but it's a lot of people in an arena. What this reminded me, after playing so many arenas back-to-back threes, just pushing rating last season, to be able to play this for a little bit is such a refresher, honestly. You know what this reminded me of? The good old days where we had 5v5 arenas. And I feel like part of the fun about 5v5 arenas is because it was kind of like a clusterfuck. In 2s, it's a little bit more unbalanced because it's more about comp based, and so sometimes it's about outplaying your opponent, but it's more comp based than anything. In 3v3s, there's a little bit of balance, a little bit of strategy, and the game somewhat feels as balanced as it can get. This is probably the best way of testing your skill in PvP is through 3v3s. And then you had 5s, where ridiculous comps, 5 rogues, or 5 boomkins, 5 warlocks, 5 of anything. I remember there was a guy who did multi-boxing back in Canada, and he had all 5 Ellie shamans just one-shotting his way up the ladder. There was a lot of craziness going on back in the day. And 5s have always been this kind of weird place where I don't remember many people taking it seriously, but I remember a lot of people having fun with it. It just, there was no strategy. It just be all about make some lineups, or some crazy play, and it was basically like a mini BG within an arena. And it felt so casual, so cool. And when you have this many people in an arena, the craziness and the different classes that are playing, the different abilities going around all over the place, it is just insanity. And to be able to test out rogues in this kind of situation was probably the worst way to see just how good rogues are, because I feel like in BGs and 2v2s, that'd probably be the best place to really test your stuff. But this was just straight up awesome. I enjoyed this brawl, and I think this is probably my favorite brawl overall. I just want to say Blizzard made such a good job with this, and I don't really know what else to say. I'm just loving this brawl. Honestly, it is such a good idea, and I kind of wish they would bring something like this back. I like the idea of having a lot of people within an arena environment. It's not quite a battleground where you just have this hilarity of just everybody just trying to nuke each other in a BG, where the idea kind of makes more sense than anything. But in a brawl where you just have an arena with like 15, 20 people, 30 people in there, I don't know, something about it just makes me honestly giddy. It just makes me giddy, and it kind of makes me think that, oh man, maybe they shouldn't have, you know, put away the 5s. Maybe they shouldn't have gotten rid of them. Maybe they should have stayed a thing, because this is just too much fun. Like, why would anybody not enjoy this? This is just a blast. So I just wanted to talk a bit about that. Besides that, guys, to say anything else on the channel, I'm gonna be taking a little bit of time from, I guess, serious PvP videos, just so I can really play the specs, because I want to make guides on them as soon as possible. I'm probably going to make a guide on Subtlety as the very first specialization, then I'll move on into Outlaw, and then I'll probably hit up Assassination, because that's kind of how my community seems to want to see all the guides. So I want to make sure I perfect my guides on Subtlety, on my Assassination, and I'm going to be working on that as best I can. Probably just doing BGs, maybe a little bit of arenas, but I'm definitely going to be doing mostly arenas on Outlaw than anything. I don't think I'll be pushing arenas of Subtlety unless I get my ult spaced out. So some of the next few videos might be more discussion based, kind of like how this one is. So that's mostly because I'm spending the time learning specializations to get them as thorough as possible, to give you guys as best of a guide experience as I can. So until then, hopefully you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the new Brawl, because I'm honestly loving it. And I think if that was a game mode, I'd love to play this game mode at all times. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video.